My name is Aaron Rome. I'm a grant writer.
Tell us about how your business began.
It was sort of a nonlinear path I took to get here. I started off by running my own nonprofit for several years, and by default, when you run your or start your own organization or business, you have to find capital. So I learned by doing. I was successful at writing grants and raising up to $400,000 a year for my nonprofit organization, and that's how I got started.
What obstacles have you faced, if any, and how have you overcome them?
I think in any small business, when you're starting from nothing, starting with just yourself, getting clients is probably the most challenging aspect of launching a new business. And for me, I've been involved with online marketing for several years through other ventures. So using that same platform to launch my online grant writing business proved effective. And the other challenge is once you actually get the clients, you have to build trust with them. And working remotely and the fact that I don't meet most of my clients in person, it's hard when you're not face to face with someone to build relationships. And I overcome that by just demonstrating a commitment and getting results from my clients. Once they see that I can do what I say I'm going to do, and that I help them get from point A to B and develop winning strategies. Building that trusting relationships helps establish a long-term bond that we can use to be effective working together.
Excellent. If you could pass on one piece of advice to someone going into your industry, what would it be?
You're only as good as your last grant. You really have to hold yourself accountable and to a high standard. If you're in this just to make an extra buck, it's probably not going to work out. You really have to be looking after the best interest of your client. Every day I turn away several clients because either I don't have the skill set to help them, or their organization is not ready yet to go after grant funding. It's a very competitive field. It's very hard to win grant funding from private public foundations or through government agencies. And I try to be upfront with my clients because they have limited resources to spend. That's why they're hiring a grant writer as a contractor as opposed to hiring someone on staff. So I'm honest with my clients, and I want to let them know that what their chances of success are, and if I can help them. To anyone else considering going into this field, actually any consulting business where you have to help your clients get from point A to B, is that you really have to be willing to hold yourself accountable.
What do you enjoy doing the most for your business, and why?
I enjoy the marketing piece. I enjoy the creativity of developing online marketing campaigns and developing websites and so forth. And through that process of developing trust with a potential client and selling myself, it's sort of exciting when you actually land a new client, and because it means that they've decided that I'm credible enough to put their trust in me. It's also very humbling to know that someone is willing to pay me, what can sometimes be considerable amounts of money to help their organization, which most often is very close to their own hearts. It's a dream that they're trying to achieve, and I take that responsibility very, very seriously. In a sense, that's the easy part, landing the client, and then after that, the real work begins. But it is really nice when I get to meet my clients, whether in person or on the phone, and learn about what they're doing. These are all very passionate people that I work with. They're trying to help kids. They're trying to help homeless people. They're trying to help refugees who are resettling here after living in camps overseas for years. So I'm not in this just to make a few bucks, make a living. I really want to help these organizations because they're doing critical work in the community. And in an indirect way, I feel like I'm helping as well by helping these organizations develop and raise revenue and run more effective programs.
Excellent.